I have like so many hours in this game, and I still can't rock Ochacho.
Same. I hit 700 the other day.
Congratulations!
Is it a good thing?
I'm over here with over 1,000 hours, so I don't know. I hope it is. So today we're going to be playing a little game called Buffs or Nerfs. Today it is basically all about deciding. We are the judge as to whether these characters deserve a buff or a nerf in a future update. There is no in between. We can't be a middle line there. All right? So
No middle line.
you have to decide. This is Fox.
Hi, I'm Gamer Fox. I do gaming revolved around Ultra Rumble, Fortnite, and Roblox.
Not bad, not bad. That's a decent variety right there. All right, let's start with Yellow Izuku.
His alpha got destroyed.
That was a weird one to me.
His alpha got absolutely destroyed. It was not deserving of that. I think I'm gonna have to go buff on that alpha.
I just think it's so funny. Literally everyone. Nerf red Deku. Yellow Deku gets nerfed.
Yeah. We're looking at a 80 damage on level 9 of it. That is not really good.
Aww. And the snipe shot isn't as strong as it used to be either, if I recall correctly.
I remember a lot of people were not okay with that, and I'm like, you know, they really shouldn't be nerfing the default character.
Valid. I also think that their beta and gamma, they can be used offensively, but they tend to be really a lot better for like mobility or getting away and stuff like that. And that leaves two of your abilities kind of out for combat. Like, how many times do you see people landing gamma whips?
Baby Dekus, man.
Yeah, right?
We be hitting that. Like, they're not Scorpion. They are not Scorpion. I've seen, like, the weird little sweaty combos. You got the jab combos where it's, like, gamma, alpha, alpha, gamma, like, M1s and all that. That's the only way you can really use it offensively. I feel like it is just pure Spider-Man mobility move.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go also with buff. I think there needs to be more reason to use this character.
Yeah.
Alright, shall we move on to Red Deku?
Oh yeah,
Deku.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Hate that guy.
I don't know anyone who plays Red Deku. Nope. No, not here.
No.
In full truth, all jokes aside, I main Red Deku, and I even think they need a nerf. Their alpha is ridiculous that it does that much damage. I know it's like, oh, it's supposed to be close range. You can't go as far as Yellow Deku.
It
doesn't matter.
A shotgun, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a really... But you just aim down sights, and the spread is so tight, baby. Ooh, you know what I mean? It's just... It's not a problem.
It's so weird. I think his most balanced move is his gamma, because it's just sheer weird mobility.
Yeah, and if you do it offensively, it actually does some damage too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does, because it can like... It's weird. I don't know if this is how the move is supposed to be used, but it like traps them in the rock.
It can be, yeah. That happens sometimes. I don't know if that's a glitch or not. I think it's a glitch, but...
I wasn't sure if it was like tech or something.
This is a specific way to trigger it, you think?
Maybe? I don't own Red Deku, I wouldn't know. But I'm just gonna 100% go Nerf.
Yeah, I'm there too. Nerf at least the alpha. Maybe even the beta. It does a lot of damage for like
I think a more problem with the beta is that it's just a little high AoE. And
yeah,
it's damage a little.
And if you get a direct hit and like grab somebody when you're going downward, that could be like up to 200 damage. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, because it also goes on to HP, which is weird. I forget it does that.
Yeah, making them have to drink 2 different potions to get back to full health.
Yeah.
Green and blue, that's funny. Yeah, so we both agree, pretty much nerf.
Nerf.
Alright, dear old Bakugo Red. Classic Bakugo.
Buff. His alpha got destroyed. They tried to fix it in this recent update, but I think it needs to return to its glory days, just like Deku's. Maybe I don't play enough Strike Deku? I mean, Strike Bakugo, but like, for a really just alpha-focused character, his alpha does not do enough, so.
Yeah, I also just kind of discount his Gamma as slightly useless.
If the Gamma was a little bit more consistent, it would be better.
Yeah, it was like a time before they really gave everyone tracking. Like, everyone tracking.
Yeah. Now we do have a lot of characters with tracking.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, not a bad thing.
No.
But like, no.
If anything, it's welcoming new players to, like, just get a hold of the game at least, too. Or people who really want to master those characters, you know, still takes a lot of skill to get there.
Yeah.
So I would agree, probably buff red Bakugo. So, what about blue Bakugo, huh?
Here's my thing with blue Bakugo. He is, in my opinion, the hardest rapid to play, as he takes a lot of hours and takes a lot of, like, time to really get good at. His alpha is nice, his beta is nice, his gamma is nice. I'd actually go with maybe NERF. Maybe just a little bit off of some of the moves. I know his maybe adding more cooldown because he can move a lot and fast, but that's what rapids are supposed to do, so maybe nerf a little bit of the damage.
Admittedly, I'm leaning towards, like, I feel he's relatively balanced, like, in my eyes.
Yeah, he's balanced to nerf.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with him being the most difficult rapid, but I do agree with him being severely difficult to even do any damage on, like, legit. Like, my early days of playing that character results in, like, double-digit damage, like, terrible.
Oh, same. No, same. I remember when I was a little baby, this was, like, my first really thing I got in this game, which is actually cool. That's why it gives me a little nostalgia.
Same! I was hyped about this character.
Yeah, I think playing this as my little baby Deku self, it was not that easy. It was not easy. I played it because I had it.
Valid.
But yeah, probably balanced enough.
Yeah. My final note on Blue Bakugo, I would probably not lean towards nerf because I feel like if they nerfed anything, it might make him to the point of being a little too weak. So I would lean a little more towards buff, just to be safe. Just be careful with that buff. You don't want to make him overpowered, you know?
I mean, the quirk skill sets do tend to be better.
They tend to lean that way. New gameplay and all.
Yeah.
What about Ochacho?
I'd say she's really balanced in my opinion. Like, that's actually really hard. Like, I don't know. She does have that, like, good, like, combo that does a lot. That's kind of all she has going for her.
That's true. I wish there was a little more combo routes for her, but I would agree that she's really balanced in the sense that, like, it's not easy playing her. It takes skill, and when you get there, oh, it's damaging. But I just wish there was an easier way to play her. Like, it's a character you're not going to play good until you play her a bit. I'm leaning towards buff purely based on the fact that she is really difficult to use. Like,
Yeah, I'll just go buff.
Yeah, I have, like, so many hours in this game, and I still can't rock Ochacho.
Same. I hit 700 the other day.
Congratulations!
Is it a good thing?
I'm over here with over 1,000 hours, so I don't know. I hope it is!
I mean... I think she should not be the default rapid. Because she's a little too much in the skillful area to play her effectively.
I actually agree with that nowadays. I think... Why did they introduce everyone with Blue Ochacho, the character that's one of the easiest to be useless on?
Yeah.
Who would you make the starter rapid in that case?
In my opinion, the starter rapid should be Tenya. He's very simple. He's not like really hard. He's not complicated. He's definitely rapid. He is a machine. He is fast. He has easy combos, easy moves. Builds game sense because you have to know, oh, my recipro, I'm gonna burn out. You gotta run away, stuff like that. I think he builds skill that newer players would need. So
I also think they have a really high skill cap. So if you're one of those people that want to like stick with the character even past beginner times, there's a lot of tech you can learn. A lot of combo routes.
Yeah. His tech is insane.
I might be a little biased, but I'm leaning towards Nerf.
I'd say actually buff. I'd feel like his backlash on his recipro is a little much. I'd say they need to nerf that. Like, I don't know, make it less. Or not drain as much. I don't know. But that's his only problem. I see the whole nerf thing though. His combos are devious.
Yeah, I'm just slightly biased on nerfing Tenya just because you get stun locked a little too much, and if you don't know to maybe be careful with letting go of your invincibility frames and getting out of stun lock, he can most likely just alpha you again if you just tap spacebar when you get hit by a combo. So you gotta be a little bit strategic with that, Yeah.
You should really never tap spacebar after a combo anyways. A little tip for people. Unless you're confident.
You really have to be confident in your aim, or that you have an ability that will like stun them or like erase quirk or some shit.
Yeah.
So does that put us on Red Todoroki?
Red Todoroki.
Yeah.
I say buff. Because I've been hearing a lot of talk about that he's like really down on tier list right now.
I would believe that. Admittedly, I think I want to say overall the character's a little underrated. The fact his alpha is so powerful at range 2, and his freeze on gamma is amazing. I think his beta might need a little bit more. It's pretty inconsistent in blocking shots and like protection, and sometimes it's not easy for the Todoroki to shoot through the ice either. So I don't know. I would probably lean towards buff too, but like very, very cautious buff.
Yeah, I'd say he's balanced.
Yeah, I would say he's pretty close to balance. I would say he's underrated.
Yeah, he is really underrated.
Yeah. Also potentially underrated, Purple Todoroki. What do you think?
My goat, okay. Ever since I rolled this character on like kinda accident, I've loved him. I think he is perfectly balanced. I think he's one of the quirk skill sets that released perfectly balanced. So yeah, he's like okay.
Yeah, I was happy with his release. I think he's balanced. That means like I don't see him too often, but I do see him sometimes. He's pretty balanced. But I don't see them super often. I would lean towards saying slightly underrated, and if I had to pick a buff or nerf, I would say probably buff?
Yeah, I would give him a buff to make him more popular, because he did something I've talked about a lot, is that kind of recent-ish patch, he got a 3rd beta. He has 3 now.
He's got a lot of pillars of ice.
And those are hitting hard, because as a semi-decent tech Todoroki player, I've mastered the timing to the point where I'm catching wake-ups with the explosion. So that's just so much more free damage.
I tend to struggle with doing much damage on the beta explosion, like when you light it, and then also the fire, the gamma. So that's why I might lean a little more towards buff. Like, players are a little too smart to get hit by those sometimes. Like the crouch, you just roll out of the explosion for the beta, and the gamma's so fucking slow it doesn't even matter sometimes.
I mean, a good way to do that is, I like doing it through the wall. I'll be a little asshole and be a little rat. I would just spam ice pillars through the wall, So I'm catching someone off guard and making it explode. That is a lot of just good control there.
That is actually a pretty great situation for what it is useful.
Yeah. And also it's
Maybe.
Gamma. It's Gamma, I mean, remember, technical character, it's a very technical, it's like a wall.
That's fair.
You're
it's
pushing
more
with you.
protective and defensive, if anything.
It also destroys people that are downed.
Fair. I did not think of that. Alright, who we on now? Froppy?
Froppy.
Woohoo! I already know my answer for this one, like, straight up.
Spit it out then.
This is a buff.
Buff.
Yeah!
Buff.
Rapids have, like, new rapids have made this one irrelevant. They can pretty much only do damage on the ground.
Yeah. Cause something with Froppy right now recently is that she had that bug with her beta.
What,
that
was it
made
not
her
hitting?
The air beta was not hitting and betas were not connecting actually.
Ooh.
So Froppy fell off.
What was she supposed to do? Use her alpha? Her gamma doesn't do damage.
I mean, I'd be doing a lot of damage with the alpha when I play Froppy.
Fair.
But yeah, definitely buff. Maybe give her more betas. Oh, actually, no. Give her more alphas. She needs way more mobility.
I would argue more alphas would be kind of hype.
Maybe the 3 at the start of the game instead of getting to level 4.
Oh my god, please. I would love that.
Shout out to my Froppy mains.
Yeah, shout out to
Support
people
you.
still playing Froppy right now. Y'all deserve a buff. Classic Kirishima. Thoughts?
My goat.
Yeah?
Literally my goat. Buff this man.
Fair.
I actually love this character. Ever since my friend put me on, I just balance to buff in my opinion. They're really good already.
Very
Even
much.
though everybody does not say they're good, and that makes me sad.
That's a shame. I would say they're very balanced in an older meta. I would say nowadays he really struggles against super flying characters.
Yeah, like Nejire.
Yeah. I don't know what could be done to yellow Kirishima that could alleviate that problem, but
An idea I had was make the beta go farther.
fair. Yeah, maybe if maybe the slam could go a little higher
Yeah.
and grab along the way like Izuku's Red Izuku's band.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Or
I
go
think that'd be
through walls.
powerful. Like you go against a Hawks and you accidentally accidentally grab him along the way and just slam him to the ground. That'd be hype.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I love that. Make his beta do more damage the higher up you are, like Izuku's beta.
Make him a nuke.
Yeah.
Make Kirishima a nuke.
Make Kirishima proud.
Yeah, I support.
Yeah, I'm leaning balanced, but buff. Cautious buff.
Cautious.
Next up, got Red Kirishima.
I don't know enough.
Are we skipping this one? He's too new?
He's a little too new. I just I don't know. Make him OP. Buff.
From what I've faced so far, he seems balanced. I haven't been killed by one yet. They tend to just kind of do some range damage, get a couple hits in, use their shield, back off. They're fine so far.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're fine. Pet. Sit down. You're doing good.
They're too new.
Alright, let's do Momo.
Momo. God, an older character.
I feel like if she was balanced, I would see more people using her.
Buffer.
I would
Give her
lean
four
towards buff.
cannons. Make the shield better. Make the alpha a little better.
Make the alpha aimable, like, to the sky. It needs to be updated to be relevant to, like, Hawks and Nejire. So yeah, I agree. Buff Momo,
Here
please.
go boom though, for real. Little boom.
Alright, Denki, what do you got?
My goat. Another goat mainly because I'm striker main, kinda.
It's valid.
I do have to go with NERF here though, which is really weird, but he excels in what he does. He is really good, really good. His alpha is good, his gamma is good, his beta is good. He is like the perfect strike character, which not a bad thing, but I'd go balance to nerf. Only because he does do a lot of damage. He does have that really good one-shot combo that I do, where it's like gamma, alpha, 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 as many as you can throw in, and then gamma, which can pretty much destroy a rapid.
I was gonna say exactly that, where he has enough combo routes that are maybe just strong enough to make me lean towards nerf.
Yeah, I think he needs some knockdown.
Oh, that would make sense, yeah. Does he not have knockdown with his alpha?
No, I don't think so.
Holy crap, I gotta test that sometime. Go up against a full shield AFO and just keep die! That's funny.
Essentially. I mean, I have my tuning set to pretty much sharpshooter Denki. So, I'm hitting a lot. Next
up, Kendo.
I hate this character. I think they shouldn't be in the game.
What?
I don't know, I'm just a really weird Kendo hater.
Controversial statement.
Yeah, I'd say just buff though. They're falling off. Because assaults, in my opinion, are falling off because they're too grounded right now because all the rapid meta.
I would say buff in the sense that, yeah, she does struggle a little bit against, I would say, like, Nejire, where she can get, like, really high up in the sky, and her Kendo's alpha will not reach that high, kind of thing.
No, it can't.
Maybe alleviate that by increasing the range of the alpha when you hit level 4 and 9. It's a possible thing.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would work. So yeah, I'd say buff.
Yeah, buffer.
I'm just a weird Kendo hater. I don't like that they're in their game before other class 1As.
Ibara, what do you got?
Balanced. Again, they did just get buff with a phenomenal buff at 2 revives.
I really wonder how that's gonna play. I think she was pretty great before with having a revive and basically being a sniper from afar, like great damage from range, like super range, right? But then she gets this buff where she has 2 revives and it's like, huh?
Yeah, she's hideous now.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, she was already pretty meta, so maybe nerf and just put it back at 1 revive? Because she's already really good at 1 revive.
I might lean towards that. It was an amazing revive, even gave like a little shield.
Yeah, he gives a shield. And gives HP.
I want to say balance towards very minor nerf. Very minor nerf. Next up, Mirio.
He needs a buff, man. They did him dirty.
They did kind of fuck him up.
225? 225? Hello? I mean, I recently unlocked Mirio because he's on the character ticket now. And because I got scammed during my summons.
Aww.
And I got literally everything else on the banner except Mirio.
Aww.
But I'd say buff. Give him his 250 back.
I never struggle against this character anymore. I would say buff. Make him competent, please. Or at least make the players competent. I don't know.
Please. I mean, he's a more skillful rapid. With his, his weird combos and stuff. But,
Fair.
like, yeah. Give him 250.
Give him a little buff. I say a little buff.
Give him a little buff. Yeah.
A little something. The new hotness, Nejire. What do we got?
My main. I don't want to say nerf, but I'd say minor tweaks. Her beta is really wow. Her alpha is wow. Her gamma is wow. It's just really good. She's just really good, and especially for a technical character.
I do think she's amazing. Leaning towards probably kind of balanced, because she does do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but she also does a frick ton of knockback, like, it's unavoidable.
Yeah. And also, when floating, this is a lot of what some people have told me. They're like, well, she's always flying. She is floating.
Yeah, she is very much staying at the same elevation.
She's really, like, easy target to shoot. You got your sharpshooters. You can just beam her out the sky.
Exactly.
she's fun. Maybe just sweet cooldowns. I don't know. Make them worse.
I know when she first came out, I was leaning towards giving her a buff because of the knockdown, like, just being too prevalent. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm just bad at her, like, and not quite confident with her yet, so it might be a little too early to tell, but I'm leaning towards, like, a little buff.
I can give you a quick Nejire tip for all the people that have rolled her recently. Spam your beta. Spam your beta, catch the wake up with the beta, because it's so easy. You're gonna probably insta-kill them, because that's how I play Nejire. I play them like a fucking asshole. I will spam my beta and just keep it at you, because that's how you can do it.
Fair enough. Mr. All Might.
God, they did the #1 hero so dirty. Did they, like... I don't know. Give him his HP back.
What's he got? 300 HP?
I think. And he had 350.
Oh, I always get surprised by that he does not have 350 or even 400.
Yeah, he's at 300 right now.
Interesting.
That's the #1 hero. Y'all gonna do a #1 hero like that?
I don't see anyone play this character very often, but when I do, they're pretty strong. Like, their alpha does a lot of damage when they land. But
oh, yeah.
Also, they only have slow escape options and the special action that has a hella cooldown when you use it for mobility.
Yeah.
Oh, and his revive also has a freaking cooldown even though he picks up? Like, come on, man.
Okay, here's my problem with the revive. I'll try to revive a teammate with All Might and accidentally jump. They need to make that more different.
That! Yes!
I'll be like, hey teammate, let me pick you up. Oh, never mind, let me just Superman my way up. Like.
So probably leaning towards a buff towards All Might. Might be a minor one, but... Aizawa!
The GOAT. Keep buffing him. Make him the best character.
Yeah, just keep buffing him every update.
Just keep buffing him.
I don't give a damn at this point. I love this character. Do it.
I love him. My favorite character. And what's funny is my Steam said, "Who's your favorite character and why is it Aizawa?" And I'm like, how'd they know?
I love that they did that. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Hype.
Yeah, his Christmas skin is awesome. Buff him. Make his alpha do all your HP.
See, he's received so many buffs over time, I don't know where he's at, but I play him a lot, and I wouldn't mind a buff. So yeah, we both probably lean towards minor buff. Do you lean towards major buff? What do you think?
Beta tracking.
That's a tall order, but fair. Keeps him in check with newer characters.
Because they did just recently buff the beta, so they should probably make it, I guess, easier to use.
Fair. Present Mike.
Banana Head. I'm still mad I didn't get this character. I'd say he can make people deaf. That is a really cool new mechanic.
Yes.
His boomboxes are really strong, like really doubling his damage, and his damage is already really good.
Yeah. I hear people always saying he's the best beam character in the game.
I can agree with that, actually.
He sacrifices some mobility for, like, just the ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a minor nerf.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit off the alpha.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be major.
No.
How about we got Cementoss?
Why is this guy in the game?
I love the mechanics. It's so cool, but it just gets in the way.
He's so funny, but like... why the hell is he in the game?
So frustrating.
I'd say buff.
He needs some kind of buff. I just don't know what the fuck. Everything is so ground-based.
I don't know.
Yeah, more alphas to have more chances at shooting down birds, flying people.
Oh yeah, birds.
I was immediately thinking of hawks.
Yeah. I don't know. He just needs to... I don't know. He excels from high ground.
He does.
I'd say just buff.
Yeah. Some form of buff. Endeavour.
Again, the #1 hero, and he's not that good.
What makes you say he's not that good?
I'd say he fell off. You remember that one week when the Gamma was like the most OP thing ever, and it went through walls?
Yeah.
I wish they would have kept that. Laura accurate Endeavour. He's one of the weaker strike characters, mainly because he's all like aim. So I'd say give him more damage, give him more like alphas.
I think he does fantastic damage. I would say his fault, and they kind of tried to fix this in the last update. His fault is his mobility. He doesn't really have what others have. He's kind of a tank. He walks around like, shooting his fucking laser, and it doesn't work great.
It really doesn't.
Giving him stronger mobility was smart.
I don't see any anymore. I don't see him anymore.
Oh, I miss him.
Oh, it sucks. Because he's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say some form of buff maybe. Towards the mobility. Maybe he's perfect already after the change, but probably not.
He's probably... I don't know. I'd still say he needs more. Number one hero should do more damage.
Valid. Fox.
Don't get me started. This guy is a bitch. That's all I have to say.
Alright, well... I don't know how I feel about the character. He just got his beta hella nerfed, and I'm so happy about that.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I'm okay with it. He's okay. He should have been the one that got the 225 HP.
Fair. I think his alpha is balanced. The beta was not. It might be now. And the gamma might be a little weak, admittedly.
Yeah, I think it mainly was the beta. I like what they did earlier in the season with the knockdown. That's particularly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Mainly because this man could just hit you like 4 times doing so much damage.
It was a little ridiculous, the fact that some players were able to figure out how to like beta you and then 180 within like half a second and then beta you again. Like what? That's not what? I can't figure out how to do that.
Very rapid, but a little too annoying. Nerf.
I'm leaning towards minor nerf towards his mobility. Make him a little easier for a lot more characters to attack.
Yeah. He's not there yet at balanced.
Yeah, I know it's his gimmick that like he moves fast, he's flying, but at the same time we got a game to balance here.
We got the same characters that like Kendo. What are they gonna do against a flying machine?
Not lady.
Balanced. Buff. They also, I think, messed up her HP as well, and she is literally a tank. Yeah, she only has 300.
Yeah.
And she is literally, her whole gimmick is tank.
I think her alpha is like amazing damage, the alpha.
Yeah, the alpha's really good.
Yeah. She has potential for damage.
Yeah,
I
her
wouldn't say she
combos
has the
are
best
insane.
ability.
I mean, for an assault character, it's fine.
Fair.
Kinda.
I might lean towards minor buff. Don't see the character very often.
Yeah. Definitely minor buff.
On to the villains. We're starting off with Shigaraki Red. Classic mode.
Give him another gamma. I'd say buff.
I miss playing this character in a time where there wasn't Nejire Hawks and like people flying around who literally just don't get hit by ground attacks. So amusing. It's amazing because he does like incredible damage. Like, don't underestimate the alpha and shit.
No, do not. You will have to play Flora's Lava with this MFR.
But once you figure that out, and if you're a character that does have really great mobility, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So buff this guy somehow, I'd say.
Buff him.
What about yellow Shigaraki?
I wonder who used to play this guy. Not me. I'd say I did used to main this character. I played him a lot. Loved him. Still kind of love him. Everybody complains about his stun mod.
Fair.
Which is reasonable. And everybody's like, the stun mod! That takes a lot of skill to pull off. It's not an easy thing to do.
Fair.
Maybe, I don't know, give him like one beta? I don't know.
I would lean towards maybe another alpha. Something to help with the flying characters.
Yeah.
In a way that the meta has shifted, I think.
That's just, it's just really hard right now with all the rapids.
I tried playing yellow Shigaraki today and I cried. I didn't cry, but it was awful. I broke down in tears.
MHUR quote of the day. I tried to play yellow Shigi in the rapid meta and I started crying.
That's a good one.
Real?
Big if true.
It's funny because it's true, yeah. Buff him. Give him something.
Yeah, give him a little buff. All for one.
The Demon King. This guy got hella nerfed, didn't he? His alpha's like doo-doo, right?
Yeah.
I could be.
His alpha got
And also-
nerfed to the point that I'd rather play other characters.
AFO. Bro, you can't do the combo anymore. You go into gamma, beta, and one alpha, and that knocks down. That is not good.
Damn. I want his maybe alpha to get buffed just to see him a little more, and I like beam characters, so to make his alpha like do a little more would be epic, and I'd want to play them more. Maybe even make the special action cooldown a little faster too. Being able to swap between characters' skill sets would be really fun if it was a little faster.
Yeah, they did also, I think, nerf that where you couldn't do it as quickly anymore.
Oh yeah, actually I remember that, and that was very upsetting. It was part of what I enjoyed about the character. On to Purple Dabi. Or did we say buff or nerf AFO? I think we both said agree with buff AFO.
Buff him. Tech Dabi, he's still lacking. I know they keep throwing out random stuff about him. They've been throwing out like his alpha is way better. His alpha tracking's good.
I think they need a little help though.
Yeah, they just need more help, especially for a beginner character, which, in my opinion, this is the beginner character you should play.
Fair. Admittedly, I think at the beginning, like, I almost think that Tech Dabi is better against flying people than ground people, because ground people can dodge roll.
Yeah, he has his tracking alpha that is really good against, your flyers, because they keep extending the tracking and making the tracking better, which I appreciate, and that's really cool. Because it will follow really nicely.
The damage is pretty impressive too if those land, so hey, a little tip there if you want to take care of those flying people without much aim.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both lean towards, let's buff this guy.
Buff this guy.
On the complete other end of the spectrum, Red Dabi.
Controversial. Guy's a dick. This guy's mean.
What do you mean? He wants to give hugs. That's his career.
That's he just needs some love. Except, and with that love is a lot of fire, and a lot of pain, and a lot of nerf.
What of emotional baggage.
Yeah.
Regardless, I would not cry if this guy got nerfed. I would be very happy.
Yeah, as a also just Strike Dabi main, because I try not to play him more because I do realize it's, in unranked especially, it's mean. It's just cheese.
I was obsessed with Strike Dabi at launch, and then I realized, holy shit, he's so linear and boring.
Yeah, he is kind of boring.
There's
'Cause once you
really
run-
not many combo routes. A lot of the combo routes are not in your control because it's based on like your side or your gamma flame going off and continuing the
Yeah, you
combo.
can go gamma into beta, but that's hard because you have to know timing for that. Yeah, because once you run out of betas, what are you gonna do? Just alpha? Or something? I just say nerf.
Yeah, it's
Nerf
just
it
different.
for the people.
Maybe make that beta a little less strong.
Yeah. Another thing about it is that it has a really short cooldown. You can just go back into it.
Very true. Alright. Classic purple Toga.
Buff. Their gamma sucks now.
I'd say buff, make her a little more on par with Rapid Toga. Because I think Rapid Toga is, like, stronger. Or has more potential.
Way more potential.
The fact that Purple Toga's beta kind of requires you to get really close and, like, potentially get, like, hit.
Yeah.
It's not as safe as Rapid Toga. I guess, yeah, buff Purple Toga, in my opinion.
Purple Toga. Make tracking on the gamma better.
Yes. How about Rapid Toga?
Yuck. Nerf. I can't tell you how, but just nerf.
I wouldn't know how either, but
Alpha
a really
is
amazing.
a little overtuned.
Fair.
It's a little. Its DPS is just. It's a little fast. Yeah, you know, rapid. Oh, rapid, fast. Yeah, but to an extent.
I think
Cool character. Really original. Season 7 Toga, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
But it's a little it's just a little much.
I would because Rapid Togas that are really good just do so much stun and damage, and they know how to reset their cooldowns pretty well. So I would say, yeah, Rapid Toga might need like a minor nerf, or maybe not even minor, who knows.
Just nerf.
Nerf. Twice.
Twice. He's a cool guy, he does cool things, but I don't know. I don't play enough Twice.
I don't play him very much either, but when I face a Twice and they combo me, it hurts, man.
It does hurt. I want to say I make a joke and just make him a technical character, so that's okay, but for Twice, yeah, I'd say 300 HP is okay. Maybe just some stuff on, like, the alpha, give him, like, another alpha. He's kind of fallen off, like, I don't see as many Twices anymore. I don't really like that.
I would
Give
lean
him
towards
another
a minor
beta.
buff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would lean towards maybe, like, a little balanced. It needs to be a little closer towards, like, I don't know. Something.
Oh. Something.
Mr. Compress?
Nerf.
Really?
Yeah. He has no knockdown on his trucks.
Oh,
That can hit for like 500, 400. And that is overtuned. They need to add knockdown. I've actually been saying this for a while. Ever since we've really had the knockdown thing really come out, we've been seeing knockdown on all the new characters. You know who, but all the old characters don't have it. And this is one of those older characters that really needs it.
Yes. I would argue his beta is underrated. People don't know how to use it very well. It's great. His gamma is amazing, especially at level 9. Alpha does so much damage, but it doesn't do knockback. If I was up against an amazing Compress player, I'd be dead already. So I would lean towards the nerf, but it's just so hard to get there. I feel, to get to that skill level on Compress.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I've seen some toxic stuff from Compress, so.
Yeah, if we're talking high level skill play for Compress, I would lean towards nerf.
Nerf.
Yeah. We made it to the end! Overhaul, our final character!
Our final character, Nerf.
Woo, really?
Yeah.
What would you nerf?
I still feel his gamma's a little much. Make it easier to roll.
That is valid. The fact that I think it persists a second after it lands makes it, like, hard to roll.
Yeah. And also, please fix the bug where if I get hit with, like, a gamma sometimes, it just makes me permanently rock.
I love that.
It's weird. It messes me up because I have all the spikes around me and I'm like, I can't aim.
The fact that Gamma can be a free, like, combo kind of is upsetting because I feel like that thing is freaking huge.
Gamma into Alpha is meta as hell.
Yeah. Alright, so that's every hero and villain in My Hero Ultra Rumble. Thank you so much for joining, and Fox, thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
No problem.
Yeah.
Fun.
If you had a good time with this video, make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.